A very good afternoon to all of you. It's a pleasure to welcome you all to the live interview series aligned with the International Conference of Quality Education 2024. This momentous and captivating conference will be held on May 26 to May 30th, 2024 in the capital and beautiful city of India, New Delhi. This conference will establish and give us a delightful and magnificent opportunity to set a rewarding platform to embrace positive changes, progress, and improvement. A platform for change for better. In this platform, we will get the opportunity to meet the global leaders, inspiring personalities, and special guests from different countries. The main idea of this conference is to focus on empowering the 21st century skills, the spiritual well-being of children by strengthening and cementing the quality of their education by empowering STEAM education, employability, entrepreneurship, green education, and mindfulness. Some of the interesting themes of the conference will be based on early childhood and school curriculum, pedagogical approaches, capacity development of teachers, research, innovations, corporate and social responsibility, and much more. These are important and obligatory to be updated rapidly to develop the skills that are essential for the 21st century and spiritual well-being of the children. Through the conference, the opportunity will be given to emphasize ways to develop these essential skills and overcome the competitiveness of the global society. The conference is not a single event, it's a process of upgrading the quality of education. To build up the ambience of the upcoming conference, live interview series are conducted with experts from the industry, which will make us feel connected and be in the field. Hi, this is Shifa Suher, Head of Early Childhood Department and Senior Lecturer from Amazon Campus, Bambalapitiya, Sri Lanka, your talk show host on board today, joining on this platform for this lovely discussion, proudly on behalf of the International Association for Quality Education. Before we start our interview session, let me kindly invite Mr. Janaka Kamalgoda, President of the International Association of Quality Education, to inaugurate the session by speaking a few words.
Thank you very much, Suhari. It is a pleasure to speak a few words before you start your live interview with Miss Shifa, Mrs. Shifa. You know that we are going to conduct international conference in New Delhi from May 26th in 2024. Parallel to the conference, we do a lot of activities like live interviews, panel discussions, lectures, presentation related to the early childhood education and general education. And we discuss education structure, education policies, education curriculums, pedagogical approaches, assessment and evaluation, even in all South Asian countries as well as other countries. It is pleasure to hear about the education in Maldives. Maldives is a very Maldives has a very successful growth in quality education. Curriculums, pedagogical approaches, assessments, leadership, school management, everything within, when we consider about the last 10 years or last decade, we can see very fast growing in education in Maldives. Then I wish all the best to our Mrs. Shifa. Mohamed, I think she's a very excellent educator, good master trainer, and he has a very vast knowledge, not only in Maldives, even in the other countries, especially in Japan. I think we can get a good discussion today. Thank you very much, Suhari. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. So the moment has come, and I take pride and honor to welcome an eminent personality who is joining with us from Maldives on this live interview series, who managed to be free and spend a few hours with us to enlighten and share her knowledge with us on a very interesting topic, importance of socialization in early childhood education. So let me introduce this wonderful personality who is here with us today. She is Miss Shifa Mohamed, who is a leading teacher of grade 5 and 6 of Thinadhoo School, Maldives. She is also a lecturer at Maldives National University, Thinadhoo campus, coordinator for professional development programs. Miss Shifa Mohamed has received her science training in Japan. She holds a diploma in primary education from Maldives National University, a bachelor's in teaching, and she has successfully completed a master's in educational leadership and management. Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, Shifa ma'am. I warmly welcome you on board. So before we start, can we hear a few words from you?
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon from Maldives. So happy to see you after a long time. And it's my pleasure to give my knowledge to other people in my country as well as other countries, especially teachers and people who are trying to build a good society and then build knowledge among the youngsters especially. So it's a really, happy moment for me that you have selected me from Maldives for this session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So we all know about the topic today, importance
Yeah.
of socialization in early childhood education. Ma'am, can you please to start with explain us what could be the definition of the socialization? How would you explain what is a socialization process?
Yeah, socialization actually is as everybody knows that we need to have a good communication. We need to meet with the people, which will make the children's language skill. Especially in 21st century, we are living in a different type of a world. That is why, so in my opinion, socialization means meeting with different types of people and talking to them and improve their different skills.
That's great, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. So as I understand what is socialization, if I would put the definition as it's a process by which children are prepared to become successful members of the society. And this requires the acquisition of skills, the behavior patterns, ideas, and values needed for competent functioning in the society in which the child is growing. So thank you so much, ma'am, for your definition. Uh, Coming to our opinions, in your opinion, ma'am, do you think, and as we understand from the definition, does socialization actually benefit in early childhood education?
Yeah, exactly. That is where we have to start the socialization. As a child, when we have to foster the empathy in them, and which will make them to learn and improve their language skills. And it will discover different concept of sharing and teamwork, and they will grow up to be more confident actually and to be ready for the school. So in youngsters, it's really important to develop socialization skills for these things, especially to have the empathy, to improve their language, to have the sharing and teamwork that should be grown in them, and then they should be confident enough to face the world.
True enough, ma'am. So, ma'am, when socializing takes place simultaneously, many other areas also can be developed. So, could you please suggest or tell us some of the areas that could be developed when this socialization takes place?
Yeah, as I told you before, socialization actually improves the language skills in children. It will improve the empathy, the caring, the sharing, the confidence, and especially to be independent. They will feel that I can do this independently. That confidence, when we build the confidence among them, then they can come out to the world when they grow up. So there are so many areas that can develop among the children, especially the language skills, which is the communication skills we say. So not only the own mother tongue, but also the other language and how to communicate, not only by talking, but through gestures, through their emotions, So there are so many areas which can develop at the very young age.
That's correct, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your response. So, ma'am, we can a little bit discuss about the curriculum. So, ma'am, according to our Sri Lankan curriculum, when we talk about socialization or social development, we have certain standards from our government which we follow. So, according to them, the standards which we are given, we have certain activities like demonstrating a positive relationship with peers, then positive relationship with adults, then developing the child's pro-social behaviors, and we also connect emotional development with social development. So looking into the Maldives curriculum, what standards can be followed and what are the activities incorporated in the curriculum to build the socialization skills?
Yeah, as you have mentioned in Sri Lankan curriculum, that is the way that all over the world we follow the same thing. But apart from that, we also make it more lively and practical. We have included all the things that you have mentioned about socialization event in the curriculum. But we have also included like activities like having Grandparents' Day, Mother's Day, or Parents' Day. And also we used to have events like evenings, or sometimes make believe play water area and play area, and a day they can play with the sand. We used to have small camps with some other schools or other classes. We used to take them to the beach, since Maldives is a small country with so many beaches. So it's very easy for us to take them and bring them back to school. So many events, actually, practical event, that they would not know that they are learning it, not like feeding. By practically showing them, we teach them the activity, especially how to show the empathy, how to talk to the others, how to be with them, how to mingle with them, how to share with them. So in the curriculum, it is very much focused for these skills, to have these types of events. And also we have every week, every month, we try to make them to have an assembly where they can perform. Each class will get a chance to perform on the stage. So the whole audience will be there. We are trying to make them to talk, to communicate, to express everything in front of an audience. So a whole crowd will be there, children who are bigger than them, elder than them, teachers will be there in the hall. But we are giving them the chance to perform on the stage, not only to a dance to the music, but also sometimes small skit where they can perform a small role play. So those events actually are included in the curriculum so that it can be improved. And after completing each chapter, each topic, like for example, water, their topic is water for that month. When we finish the whole theme water, we make so many stations in the school where we used to show them different types of water, different ways to play with the water, different uses of the water in different corners. And then the other grade children and the teachers are allowed to go and ask questions for them, take photos with them, talk to them during these sessions. So it's a very beneficial thing for us that we have included in the curriculum, that we call project-based learning.
Yes. And it's very kind of a lively thing and the children really enjoy.
They really enjoy.
Yes. That's really great, ma'am. So the activities, what you explained us were really interesting, and I think definitely this will help to build their socialization skills. Moving on to our next topic,
Yes.
we can discuss about parental involvement. So as far as parental involvement is concerned, it helps to ensure child's education is given a holistic perspective. Parents can offer unique insight into the children's interest, talents, and difficulties. They can work with teachers to share critical data that enables successful instruction tailored to each child's unique needs. Because children, like we understand them, they are like, we understand them as individual differences. They have individual differences. We cannot take every child as the same, no? So they are unique. So according to that, ma'am, I believe parental involvement is utterly important. And research suggests that a child's academic development depends upon the positive involvement of parents. So nowadays, many schools involve parents by inviting them to schools and involve the parents to do activities with the children. Ma'am,
Yes.
how do schools in Maldives involve parents to improve socialization in children?
Yeah, we used to have that parent day, as I mentioned before, and grandparents day. And also we used to have a program every term twice to have a parental meeting with the student, with the parent, with the teacher. I think that is done in all over the world. And also I have seen very good sessions doing in Sri Lanka when I visited some of the schools involving parents in doing posters and those things. Same we also do. We involve parents to make some posters, to make some models. Actually, through those activities, we have a bond between the teacher, kindergarten teacher, and the parent. When we build a good relationship between the teacher and the parent, it will be a good, actually, a pathway to open the teacher to have a good relationship with parents and include them in the activities in school, especially when we conduct camps, study camps and those things. Actually, we involve parents for the food program, how to make and cut, slice the food. For that, we make each student to be with a parent. So they will show them how to hold the knife, how to cut the apple slice, and then how to put all those things. So those areas, actually, we need a lot of hands. A teacher cannot do all the work. So those are the time we need a lot of help from the parents. So we have those activities where parents will be asked to come at a particular time. They will come and then they will help to do all these individual work where they need the fine motor skills. So that is one activity we do to help the parents. And also sometimes we get the help of the parent where there are some parents who are very good people where we can keep them as resource people. For example, there might be a nurse, there might be a doctor, there might be a teacher from other school. So those resource people, we used to bring them. And then if it is a nurse or a first aider, we teach them through those parents. We teach other parents as well as the teachers, as well as the student, what are the basic first aid things. And those things that how we can help them in the class. So that bond is very much needed, not only to the children, to the teachers, as well as to the school, because they are part of the stakeholders, right, in the school. That's
So, for example, if a parent is a dentist, so it would be very convenient to have a awareness program to take
obviously.
their
And
teeth.
also we have dentist day, right?
Yes,
That day we used to have a big program in the school where all the children will be taken to the hall, and then the doctor will be explaining
yes,
everything about them and some practical work, all those things.
exactly. That's wonderful, ma'am. Moving on to our next segment, good communication skills are essential in early childhood education as they help form memories and store information. They also play an important role in helping your child handle stress, express their feelings or their emotions, and take turns talking with others and listen attentively when others speak. The question is, ma'am, does socialization help to improve communication skills in children?
Yeah, exactly. The best part is that communication skill. So we are actually having a socialization programs because it improves their language and it improves their communication skill. That is why actually it allows the children not only by talking, as I told you before, because there are some children who are only 3, 4 years old. They may not be able to communicate, but through gestures, through different ways, they are actually communicating through playing. They are actually communicating. So sometimes we need to take risk. Risk means even if a foreigner means a parent who is not his own mother or father, but we are in the class. So that is not actually kind of a risk taking, but still we are socializing and we are making them to talk to the other parents, talk to the other children. We are making them to come out with new ideas and helping and listening, as you have told, some children will be very, very chatty, but still we make others to listen. Some children might be laughing and dancing and singing, but still we make others to watch them, observe them, praise them. So that actually builds the communication. So socialization actually build a lot of communication skills, in my opinion. Because children who are very, very silent in the class, even sometimes they used to nod with the music and enjoying. Even that is an improvement for us who children who have that muteness, who never talk anything. Even for them, they will have something, the enjoyment. We can see their smile. Sometimes we see the nod. Sometimes we see them looking at some people. So it shows that there is something is coming out.
Internally,
Actually,
the appreciation is
yes,
taking place. Yes.
yes, the energy is more.
Yes.
They are showing that the happiness actually.
True. Yes, ma'am. So that definitely proves that socialization does improve communication skills in children. Moving on to our next
Exactly.
question, independence. So independence in childhood can have a long-lasting impact on an individual as they grow. Teaching life skills, building self-esteem, and a love of learning with independence comes a confidence that will serve every child as they develop into young adults and beyond, connecting independence and confidence to social development in children. My question is, does socialization help to improve confidence and independence in children?
Yeah, exactly. That is one area we have to focus in socialization. Socialization doesn't mean only talking to the others. Socialization means we have to make them fully independent. They should have that confidence that I can do this, I can help to do this, I can help the others. For example, I will be independent enough to comb my hair. I will be independent enough to take my own food without the help of the teacher. I will be able to open my tiffin bag or open a bottle or wear my dress or wear my uniform or find the page number. That independence will come through the group work. First of all, we used to make them to do in group and sometimes in pairs, and then we make them to do individually. Actually, we used to start rather than to do it individually at first, we used to make them to help each other in the group first, so that they will build the confidence gradually. When they do it in the group, everybody will be helping each other. And then we make them to smaller group like pairs or threes. And then we make them, when they are fully confident, then we make them to do on their own. Those activities actually can build them to be independent. At this age, sometimes when we ask them to do a work that cannot be done by themselves, well, will make their low self-esteem. So to build the self-esteem, we have to start, normally we start with the group work. And then when when the teacher thinks that they're confident enough, then we used to give them, for example, to cut something, to cut or chop something. We used to help them in different ways. And then when they learn enough, then we make them to do it on their own. So they will feel that, yes, I can do this on my own. I can do my shoelacing on my own, because we have a program for home science in our school, where we used to make them, first week, we used to make them to do in the group, for example, shoelacing. For that, first we make them to do it in a normal, like paper, like cardboard paper. We make like shoes, and then we make them to learn how to do the shoelacing, and then how to tie the shoe. And then after that, in pairs, after that, the last week, or after 2 to 3 weeks, when they are confident enough, we make them to do it on their own in their shoes. So they are so proud. We see the faces after tying the shoelaces. Yes, I did it.
Yes.
So that independent feeling, even at home, even parents tend to comment and saying that now she does it on her own, and she feels so proud, independent. So that is how actually socialization improve that skills.
That's true. So it's like when they are independent only, they will be confident individuals.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
so that's the goal. So thank you so much, ma'am. So does your country, Maldives, believe in developing social skills of children in their foundation age? According to your country policies and curriculum, is there any specific policy to be followed in the early childhood education? If so, ma'am, can you please share us about it? Any policies which
Yeah.
are formulated in the curriculum?
Uh, in the curriculum, it says in through different activities, we should include socialization. It's really important. But policy, exactly this what it is, that I cannot say. But in the curriculum, it is included. It is because in the policy it says, because in our school motto, it says that our children should be able to be socialized and confident, be able to empathy when they finish the school. So in the motto itself, it's a policy, right? In the
Yeah.
motto itself, it says like that. When they finish the school, that means from the kindergarten till when they finish grade 6, they should be able to do all those things. So
Exactly.
it is very much focused to socialize because it is really important. Even if somebody is intelligent, that is not enough. They
Enough.
need to be socialized. That's why it is included in the curriculum. That's why we include so many group work and all those things. So in the policy, as such, I may not be able to tell, but definitely in the curriculum, it is very much focused for the socialization.
So anyway, it's anyway important that the social skills are built before they move to the other grades.
Yes,
Right. Uh, Next question,
yes.
ma'am. Now, latest methods in education are now trending. New methods are coming up, and two new methods which are on the rise is teachers are playing now the facilitator role instead of the teacher role
Mm,
than the
yes.
traditional, right? And the
Mm,
approach usually what we use is the child-centered now, not the
mm,
teacher-centered, right?
yes.
So can you kindly explain, ma'am, how the ECD centers in Maldives or your preschools in Maldives apply this? Do they apply the student-centered and the teacher being a facilitator?
Yeah,
Is
in all the schools in Maldives, we make the we keep the teacher as a facilitator. But the
right?
very young age, like baby nursery, grade age 3 and 4, but those are
Yes.
not in our school. That will be outside. Our school means government schools will start from age 4, 5, and 6, that age group. So
Right.
before that, also some parents used to take their children to baby nursery and all those things. But when they come to our school, teachers will try to be a facilitator, especially at age of 5 and 6, so that they will be independent enough when they go to other grades. Most of the time, I can see the teacher in the primary grades, teachers are facilitators. Students will have the chance to finish and move around and help others and all those things because they have so many stations in the class. They will be teachers will only guide them when you finish this math work. You can go to this group and then like that they will guide you. After this activity, you can go to activity. So when the teacher guide them, they will do it on their own. So it's only when they needed the help, the teacher will facilitate. Other than that, the children will do it on
Good.
their own.
Mm. So it is kind of like, scaffolding. When the
Yeah,
help is needed, the help is given. And if the
yes,
teacher says the help is not needed, then the help is not given. So that is
yeah.
that is a really good method.
Mm.
So coming to challenges, challenges are part and parcel in everyone's life, and we should be able to
Mm.
face challenges confidently. We usually need to implement activities using holistic approach. Does your country Maldives face any kind of challenges, ma'am, when they are kind of implementing activities for the holistic development? Any
Yeah,
challenges you face?
a lot of challenges actually because the young parents, um, generation by generation, it is changing. The parents,
Yes.
the young mothers and fathers, they are sometimes very reluctant to send the children on the first day to school, thinking that how is she or how is he going to behave in the school. I'm so scared. So that always the spoon feeding is there. At home, they used to feed them, do
Yes.
all the work, clean him, bathe him. They will never give the children to chance to prove that I can do this. But in the
Yes.
school, we are getting very limited time, and during that limited time, we try to make them to do on their own work.
Mhm.
So that is actually a small job. But if we can have more awareness for the parents, I think it will be better. So that is a challenge for us. The young parents, they are so scared to do the work, even to hold the knife, or not sharp knives at all, but still scissors, thinking that they might get a cut. Even a small cut will make a big disaster. Actually, we should make them to hold that even a small pain they can try, and they will have that confidence. Yes, I can do this. I can hold it. I can hold till the teacher comes. So those things. Sometimes the parents, we need to create more awareness. Even if we create more awareness, it's just an emotion of the parents. So that is a challenge. And also the timing and the number of students. Those are the challenges. So with one or two teacher, one teacher and one helping teacher, we have to handle around 20 students, 20 different students of different style, different emotions, different abilities, and all those things. So it is a challenge for the teachers. And we have to observe each and every student, and then do so much portfolios and other that is such for inclusive education. So in the child with special ability or special need, we still have to make them to be in the class with the other children. So it's a child is behaving like that. So there should be a teacher especially for those children
teachers, yes.
to take care. Even as a teacher, if the child is misbehaving or doing, the others will be observing. So those are some challenges. But still, it is important to have that inclusivity, and then we do it. Luckily, we don't have that much big challenges in our school, but there are some schools who have to face a lot of challenges. Apart from time, apart from parents' awareness, and apart from all the other things, there are so many other challenges. Lack of teachers.
Then the qualifications of the teachers.
Qualification, yes.
Sometimes, they're not
Especially,
qualified enough, training teachers.
yes. Yeah, but in Maldives, we have all the schools, all the government schools, we have trained teachers. Most of there, I don't think very few teachers will be in their diploma. Most of them have completed their degrees and masters. But the special training for the special education children, that is lacking. That still is needed to be improved. Yeah, apart from the teaching part, it's okay. But the child who needs special attention, those training is need to be done. That's why we have professional development programs every year, 2 times, 4 times. So every time we have a special topic, and then try to improve their knowledge and those things in those programs, professional development programs.
Right. Great, ma'am. So every country has the challenges, and it is, with confidence, and we should somehow face those challenges. That's why we say challenges are part and parcel in everyone's life. Moving on to our next question. Problem solving. It is an essential skill, and it teaches discernment, helping young people distinguish what is a solvable problem. It also develops grit, a trait that successful students routinely display. Often it takes an entire team to solve a problem. In your opinion, ma'am, how does socialization help in problem solving among children?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, we have so many programs for socialization. When we do that socialization program, we purposely include that how to solve a problem. For example, we used to give a puzzle, small puzzle activities like, and then with the help of the team, we used to make them to complete those things, or to build a castle, sand castle or something. With the help of all of them, they have to complete the task. So actually, problem solving skills can be benefited through socialization. So when we do the socialization activity, or when we do all the activities, we include problem solving. The problem solving is so important that, especially in 21st century, it is a must for them to think. So their thinking level should go up, not like always this cartoon, where they always watch at home. So they need to think out of the box. What can I do to help this? How can I make this one to grow? So we have so many practical activities, so many practical programs. Like we make them to plant a seed, for example. We make them to bring a seed, and then in a small bottle we make them to plant. And then through how can we make the plant to grow without any water? Does it need any soil? So through all those activities, we make them to do the problem solving. So for that, we need the socialization. The whole class will have to discuss in the group. They have to discuss and then try to find a solution for that. That is why we have small even science fair. Even in the science fair, we include kindergarten group. And they will have a special day. Kindergarten, we have a special day where they will have all those experiments and models, and they will explain it to the parents, and they will explain to the other students and other grade students and also teachers. So even this year, we had a wonderful program for the kindergarten science fair, and it went very well. So problem solving can be done through socialization. If we include so many programs and activities and events that can help.
So that's true, no, ma'am, because when it comes to problem solving, definitely it has to be, if it is done like in a group, then each one gives their own solutions to the problems. Then, I mean, with that group, everybody's ideas are taken. So it really helps for the problem solving. That's correct.
Even in language, even not only maths or science, even in language we can do it. Even in language, what we do is we have a reading program. For the reading program, after reading part of the story, we give a pause to the whole class. How can we end the story? What can we make the boy happy? Or what can he build the whole house? What are things he is needed? So like a story, sometimes we used to do it even in Divehi, that is our mother tongue, Divehi, and also in English. And also we teach Arabic in school, but not in the kindergarten. But these three language we teach in school. But English and Divehi, definitely we can do problem solving, though it is a language.
Yes, that's true. So that's really good, because I mean, each one can use their creative skills, right? Because sometimes what happens is nowadays teachers, they do the stereotype teaching, the same thing.
Yes, same
Ideas
thing.
are
Yes.
passed through the children, and children have to
Yes.
express those things.
Mm.
So it's very important where each children have their own creativity and own way of solving the problem. That's really great, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes. Sometimes very good ideas are also been given
yes,
by the students.
students,
Because
yes.
last week we had a program for the event is like fruit star outing. In that we have to. They have been using different fruits and nutrition, and I was asked to take a nutrition session. So
Okay.
while I was teaching about the nutrition, one girl raised the hand. She's in kindergarten. She raised the
Okay.
hand and she told me, I eat rice and gardia. Gardia is like tuna with tuna. That's a
Yeah.
good thing, right?
Right.
But I have one nutrition day. And I said, I asked her how, what is the day? She said, in the nutrition day, I have to eat only good food. I cannot eat burger. I cannot eat submarine. I
Okay.
have to eat only good food. So every week I have one nutrition day. So that idea actually caught me. She's so young, but
Yes.
she's doing it. And those sometimes even they are very young, they have a lot of good ideas. So
Yes. We should
after
out.
the session, I went and told all the kindergarten teachers this idea I got. So you can also try this even in the interval period. Ask the parent to have one day where they have to have a good meal, at least in 1 week, or at least one time of the day, they have to have a good meal.
Yeah, in Sri Lanka, ma'am, we do practice that in our preschool. So we have given them like a roster. So like Monday it's going to be this, Tuesday it's going to be this. So we give them a chart. Otherwise, they end up bringing all the junk food. So it's like
Mhm. Yeah, we also have it in
that their
for
nutrition is
the
lost
interval period. We
in those
have,
concepts.
yeah, we have that
Yes.
fruit day, vegetables day, like cereal day, like that. We
Yeah.
have also done in the
like a
interval,
timetable
but
you
that
are
is
thinking.
only one time of the
Yes,
day. But this
yes.
girl's idea was the whole day.
Whole
So that,
day. So all
yeah,
the meals, yes.
all the
That's
meals.
a great idea, actually.
Yeah, that's a great idea. She's so young. She was only 5 years old, and then that brilliant idea.
Yes, true, true. So, thanks so much, ma'am, for this wonderful insight and knowledge given to us on how important is socialization in early childhood. With this discussion today, the concept of socialization and its importance are now very well understood. And hopefully, parents, teachers, and caregivers will set proper suitable activities and utilize the child's foundation period to develop their social skills. I would like to thank you once again, ma'am, for giving us this valuable time from your hectic schedule and accepting the invitation on behalf of International Quality Association of Quality Education and being here today. Thank you so much, ma'am. Indeed, you proved to be a good role model to the society, and I feel honored to be with you today. So let me remind you all again that our international conference will be held from May 26th to 30th in New Delhi. And I would like to invite you, ma'am, to our conference, to attend our conference. Ma'am, would you like to say a few words before we wind up the session?
Yeah, actually, I'm really happy that your institution is having such a good impact to almost all the young teachers who are teaching the youngsters, especially because they are the foundation. That's why we call foundation stage.
Stage,
So
yes.
all the teachers, you are trying to make them a holistic education through getting ideas all over the Asian countries, not only Asian countries, even from other countries. So when teachers from different countries sit together, socialize each other, share their ideas, it will have a good impact in the future education. I noticed that, but I don't know whether I can get the chance to go to New Delhi. It will be a very good opportunity because we will
Yes.
be mingling with our children, teachers with all over the world. Even through this interview, I've got a lot of ideas from you, as well as you might have got
Yes,
some ideas
definitely.
from me in
Yes,
Sri Lanka
many.
and Maldives. And if it is India or Nepal or Bhutan or any other country, we'll have a lot of new ideas. Even
Yes,
if we say India means it's a huge country,
yes,
lot of schools and lot of teachers and lot of ideas
true.
like that. Even Sri Lanka, compared to Maldives, it's a big country with so many schools. But Maldives, it is the tiniest of tiniest, but we have so many
Yes,
islands and so many schools. More than 200 islands, people are there, and in 200 islands, there will be 2 to 3 to 4 schools in each island. But
definitely.
each
Yes.
island, there are few people, but still, and so many
Yeah.
schools. The challenge is we have to go from one island to the other island through boat or through flight. So it's a
Oh,
challenge. But in
challenge.
other countries, you can go in a vehicle, right? Like a
Yes,
car or a bus.
by
So
road.
that is a challenge for us. So we used to have this type of Zoom meeting and other meeting through the kindergarten teachers, but it is only in the Maldives. But if we have sessions like this, you are doing a wonderful job. Actually, you have that dedication
Thank you
to
so
improve
much.
the teachers' knowledge. So
Yes.
hats off to your work, and I'm really happy and thankful for the work that you are doing.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I feel
Okay.
so honored by hearing your words. Thank you so much, ma'am. And I would really like to thank our president, Mr. Janak Kamal Goda, to giving for me this platform so that
Mhm.
I interview teachers or educational heads from different parts of the countries, so we can learn the different teaching methods and their curriculum, their policies. So it's like a really good platform, ma'am.
Mhm.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today.
Mhm.
So this is Shevar Suher signing off today. Thank you so much. Good afternoon.